Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine Volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
I love about
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine Volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
This season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine Volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name.
With forward from San Simon, Pampanga, number 3, Jamie Malonzo. At guard from Angeles City, Pampanga, number 14, Stephen Holt. And also at guard from Davao del Sur, number 9, Scotty Thompson. Head coach of Barangay Ginebra is Tim Cone. And now let's meet your starting five at your TNT Tropang 5G. Starting at guard from Naga City, number 1, Simon Enciso. Also at guard from Dumaguete, number 8, Calvin Octana. At center from Cebu, number 21, Kelly Williams. At forward from Cagayan de Oro, number 12, Glenn Comontin. And also at forward from Talisay, Cebu, number 16, R.R. Pogoy. Head coach of the Tropang 5G is Chuck Reyes. Game officials are Noel Kinigin,
For Coach Tim Cone, Scotty Thompson, Stephen Holt in the backcourt, Japet, Jamie, and Troy up front. On the other side, it's going to be Simon Enciso and Calvin Oftana. Laking guardia rin si Oftana. With Kelly Glenn and RR para kay Coach Shot Reyes. And here we go, tipping it off here at the NAS. Once again, Charlie Cunat and Dr. J. Andy Howe.
Naalala mo yan, even though mas malaki si Japet, magandang timing ng talon ni ano. Just like Ali Pick used to do.
Right.
Ali Pick, 6'3 lang yun, pero walang nanalo na local sa Scoreboard.
Enciso bumitaw agad. He misses his first three-point attempt. You know, that's not going to be his last attempt from there. Oh,
Now we don't know if he will convert.
Yun na nga. That's always the question on some of these shooters that we have in the league. Ginebra turn at the basket. Scotty Thompson, not outstanding numbers against Magnolia, but of course in the thick of things all the time as usual. This guy had a nice fourth quarter. Malonzo misses his first jumper, but they get the offensive board. Hand off to Scotty. Pogoy's watching him. The double came, and then Kelly Williams gets his hand in there to tip it away.
They force a turnover on the very second play. No?
Oftana, konting hesitation pero off target ang kanyang tira. Tried to go glass. So you can see, nagpapakiramdaman ng dalawang kopanan na to. Tayong feeling each other out as we have not had a score yet in this first minute or minute and a half almost. Troy Rosario though gets hit on the way up. And Troy finds himself or will find himself at the line where he goes offense during a game.
Well, you know, napunta sa isang island itong si Oftane. On a one-on-one with no help defense, Troy is going to back him up. First of all, Troy is bigger. And Troy has more experience. You know, there's a trivia here that I've been going through. No team has passed 6-game winning streak, and TNT already has a 6-game. Magnolia started it. Yes. Then NLEX did it, and they lost on their 7th attempt to win
so
7.
ito pala yun,
And this is the same thing for TNT. They're 6 trying to go to 7th straight.
Let's see if the buck stops at 6. But of course, they'd like to stretch it to 7, but they throw the ball away again. As Malonzo and Oftana are at it, that's a great matchup. Aguilar.
This is his favorite shot.
And he still can't get it to go. On the offensive rebound. At yun na nga. Meron ng field goal ang Barangay Ginebra.
And that's the second offensive rebound. So the responsibility of the guard defending all, you have to box him out.
Tipped away by Japet Aguilar.
This is one of our newer referees, si Paes, but he's been doing well. And I was just talking to him. You must be getting assigned because you're doing well. And we're very grateful.
Second-year referee, James Paes, out of the University of Visayas. So, tag Visayas yan. Pati na rin Ang dalawa, tatlo silang Bisaya rito
Si Solon.
Oh, si Solon, taga University of Cebu. Ito naman si Nol Kilingin, the 20-year veteran. Dumaguete boy yan eh. Kababayan ko yan.
From your place.
Oh. Kaya
I have
tatlo
good
sila.
memories of that place because I like the food there, especially by the wharf. Kung nakapunta kayo dyan, masarap kumain
Sa
ng
Boulevard,
mga
masarap, ha?
Yes, sir.
Diba?
Yes.
Yung isang referee naman natin si Bing Oliva, ay taga Cagayan naman up north. Here's Aguilar looking for Troy, couldn't give it. Holt swings it to Jamie. Jamie in the paint. Umangat. Basket is good. 5-0 na. TNT looking for some points. Enciso to Oftana, inside to Glenn Cobuntin. Kick to the corner, Pogoy.
Ang layo.
Strong on the three. Ganda ng movement na yun, but they just couldn't put it in. That's what we're saying. I mean, we say it time and again. You could move that ball around really well, but somebody's got to make that shot. Rosario. Now Holt will take it from outside.
In and out.
Yep, these 3 rolls off. And Pogoy the rebound.
Swerte pa nga itong TNT, hindi sila natatabunan. And finally, wala pa rin.
Ayaw pa rin. A bit closer than his left attempt. Maybe on the third try. Oy! Tumama sa paa ni Malonzo. Enciso picks it up. Heading the other way. Almost 3.5 minutes into the game. Williams waits for Cobuntin. Still wearing those mismatched black and white shoes. Oftana. He'll take it. Ayaw pa rin.
Well challenged though by the big man of Ginebra in that shot.
Scotty. Looking for some movement. Goes to Troy. Troy and Pogoy used to run together for many years. Tandem yung dalawang yan. This time, Malonzo gets the pass. And he puts that one in! Quick 8-0 start for Barangay Ginebra. And Coach Chot needs to call a timeout at the 8-11 mark of the first quarter because Ginebra's knocking it down. TNT can't find anything.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments.
Yeah, well, we knew this was going to be a tough stretch and going to decide our playoff lives right here through this stretch. We still control our own destiny, although it's against really tough teams. They also control their own destiny. So it should be some really, really interesting down the stretch games. We just persevered through the adversity and just overall showed a lot of grit tonight. And that's what we're hoping to develop on this team.
Actually, marami sa mga natitirang games, Doc. Very important matchups between high-ranked teams looking for better positions.
You know, through the years, I've been in the PBA for more than 40 years. Sometimes naniniwala ako sa yung gumagawa ng schedule. Paano nagiging maganda yan at the end of the, and sometimes by accident, sometimes by design.
0-5 from the field is TNT looking for a field goal. Instead, they get a turnover off a timeout, which will not make Coach Chot happy at all.
Yeah.
Baseline. Thompson bounced it off a white shirt, so it will stay with Ginebra with 17 on the shot clock. The inbound will be right in front of the TNT bench. And Coach Chot right there. Rosario, if you look at the dami ng na-handle ni Coach Chot sa mga players na ito, no? Because naging national team players yung iba under him back then.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. And quick substitutions here. Eram coming in for Kelly. And we have Brandon coming in. For sino ito?
Kabuntin.
Kabuntin.
So much more height for TNT right now.
But what they need is scoring.
Exactly. Thompson flipped it up and in. Scotty Thompson got the contact and just threw it into the sky. It fell right through where he wanted it.
Now you can see how the intensity of Barangay Ginebra here at the start of the game. It's not only the fact that TNT can't make shots. The defense of Ginebra has been pretty good. TNT hasn't been bad except for this penetration of Scotty. This was like a give me to him.
11-0, Doc, ang ating score. TNT can still not get a basket.
That's why the substitutions came in.
Eram and Aguilar tipped away by Japet. Somebody's got to come and help. They throw it away yet again. Holt surveying the floor. Thompson transition. The drop to Japet. It's a Baker doesn't lead all the points on the scoreboard are Barangay Ginebra's. What's happening to TNT's offense? They've left it in the dugout.
They're just fortunate it's happening in the first quarter.
And Ciso, that's a big one. Finally, they're on the board, and that's a 3.
And again, they made that play wherein you penetrate and then you dish off. But look at the fast break opportunity. That's going to be a foul there on Canielos. Instead of boxing out, one thing with Troy, he's going to go to the offensive boards.
One of the best at doing that.
And we're seeing heading already at the scorer's table. They're looking for scorers. They're looking for scorers. Pogoy may be out soon.
So an early appearance for Jordan Heading. This will be his first game in a TNT uniform. And let's see if he can give much of what he was giving nung nasa Converge pa siya. At si Bell, tamang-tama, merong kwento para sa atin.
Nasa Converge practice daw si Jordan when he was pulled aside at doon na nga sinabi sa kanya that he was being traded. Medyo nahirapan daw siyang i-process because he was in disbelief that a Grand Slam chasing TNT found that kind of value in him. But after meeting the tropa, naramdaman niyang this is the right place to be. Nakikita kasi niya ang sarili niya playing off the ball here dahil sa dami ng kanilang shooters. The kind of game he used to play with Gilas and Alab. Pero nakakaisang real practice pa lang daw talaga siya. So he doesn't want to set expectations for himself. It's more of an awareness thing, engaging where he is after many months sidelined by back spasms. Attorney.
Thanks a lot, Bell. Well, obviously, even Heading will tell you he's going to play it down. That he's just gonna work his way.
Yeah. He's fortunate. He's almost like William Navarro going to Magnolia instead of staying where he was. They weren't going to go to the playoffs. And the important thing here is I think TNT realized they could not get anywhere with their Mikey Williams.
Yeah, wala na talaga.
No, imposible na. Parang wala na eh. Maybe sometimes.
And even if they eventually convinced him, perhaps, medyo matagal na rin, medyo may trade relations na siguro.
Yeah, at saka isang taon yan. Every year you have to talk to him.
Yeah. Holt to Japet. Japet will attack. The fake, the turn, the bucket. Two guys, pinalipad niya.
Last game he wasn't the best player. I don't know if he was 17 points yan. But Japet is, I think, a key player dito sa Barangay. There's no big guy on that team except him that's good.
That's right. Here's Heading. First touch of the ball. Finds Pogoy at the corner. He'll come closer, hand it off to Enciso. Basket is not counted because he stepped out of bounds. Huling-huling referee Bing Oliva yun. Ito yung kanina. Watch Japet. Fake off two players. Oy. And then gently put it in.
17-5 is the count. A dozen-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. 5:43 left in the first quarter.
But we know yung mga ganitong early lead don't really mean anything. We saw that with Magnolia and Lex just a couple of nights
ago. Tell that to the Indiana Pacers.
Oh, yun na nga. Isa pa yun. A team which plays all 48 minutes nga. Kailangan to the last second.
Whoa.
Heading the bounce to Eram, who can't take. Oh, he does take it.
Halos lang eh. You can see that the shot is there. It's almost down, but it won't go in.
And you see Heading trying to facilitate
though. Good screen.
First couple of minutes. That's a miss from Scotty. Here's Jordan Heading. No pass to Canuelas Rosser, and he finishes on the break.
Kala ko lalabas pa nga, di ba? He took off a little bit too early.
You know, before his injury, Doc, that would have been a dunk
Yeah.
in transition for sure.
Yeah, I really expect a lot from this guy,
And he's working his way back to game shape as well. Third game pa lang yata niya ito. Holt, crowded, takes it, misses. Tapped by Eram, up ahead. Goes to Enciso, stop and pop. Three is good! Second in the game for Simon in the lead. It's down to 7.
Gusto na nga niya, tatlo. Yung isa na stepping lang siya.
Oo nga, no? So it's medyo carry over pa rin ang kanyang shooting touch.
Nandiyan talaga. That's a lot of physicality there, huh?
Yeah.
Pounding of the hands there.
But this is like a playoff game already.
Ito na.
Jump at the spin, might have walked. Instead, he'll get a three-point play opportunity. Yun yung sinasabi nila Simon and Cesar sa referees. Di ba naglakad?
If the pivot foot move.
Yeah. Chance to bring the lead back up to double digits. Babawiin ang 3-point shot sa ni Enciso. Kumapasok yung bonus free throw. Eram talking to Chot. Oh no, they're talking to referee Paez.
They're not challenging it, in other words. But he's just, parang he's nagpipetition niya. Oy, tignan mo mabuti ang mga paa niya sa ilalim.
Mamaya.
Kasi natawagan mo N1 pa ito eh.
6 points and 5 rebounds already for Japet Aguilar. So strong start for him as RJ Abarientos enters the game.
And he came in for what? Holt? It's a 2-point shot.
Oh, so
Two-point
stepping pala yung second. So bababa sa 9 ang score. 19-9 na. Adjusted score yun. Nakatapak.
Hindi, at saka gusto ko yung referee because I saw it. He immediately signaled to the table here. Tignan nyo. Oh,
Somebody's on the floor.
the box out.
Mukhang napuruhan si Troy Rosario.
Yung box out.
Was that Brandon? I think
Yeah,
it
it was Brandon. Si Brandon na nagba-box out kay Troy. We didn't see exactly what happened, but since they will review it, we probably will see it on the screens a little bit later on.
Parang natamaan sa ulo talaga.
Mabilis ang decision ito.
Yeah, that was really quick. So the announcement will be
Quick.
announced forthwith. Diba?
Attorney.
That's the word nowadays.
Penalty.
Oh, two. Penalty two. He's out. He's banished to the locker room. This early in the game. Kapapasok lang ni Brandon. Kalilayap lang niya. Couple of plays ago, but because of the hit, he's gone.
It might, well, it should be, to be a penalty. Oh, that is deliberate.
Oh.
Yeah. There's no question he gave it to him.
Oh, well, he knew, I guess, because he quickly ran out when it was announced.
Yeah. But you know.
And that's unfortunate for TNT, but he'll have to explain himself to his coaches later on.
As a player, why would you even do that?
Sinapuruan talaga si Troy. Troy was knocked down and probably would have been counted out if this was a prize match.
Yeah. At saka alam mo pare, may ano yan eh, may continuation, may swing eh. May follow through.
And I'm wondering if there was some color already developing between the two of
There
them.
definitely is. It might have happened in mga extra rebound plays or defensive plays.
So they send in Calvin Oftana. They send him back in rather. Tinanong si Nick Tibco, si Troy, okay ka ba? Are you able to take the free throws? And he said, sige, susubukan ko, even if he's still trying to blink the stars away.
First of all, it's 2 free throws and then possession.
They can sub him after he takes the free throws.
Correct. Whether he makes the second one or not. You know. Well, that was a real swing, you could see.
Yeah. No, we didn't see it as it happened. So, but the referees were on top of that, watching the rebound line.
That's going to be a big contribution again to the players' fun.
Yeah, palagay ko nga. Puts in the first one, so he seems to have righted himself because he looked out of sorts nung nasa hard court pa siya, and even when he got up. But he's makes the second one coming up. Hits them both.
And now he's going to be replaced by Malonzo. Jamie, no? Jamie Malonzo. Tayo Pilipino, sanay tayo sa Jaime.
Jaime, in fact, when he was new, remember in the league, confused pa tayo kung Jaime ba siya o Jamie.
Di ba pwedeng Jimmy na?
Nasa ano pa siya, no?
Northport.
Northport. That's right, Northport. Oh, taken by Oftana. Oftana in transition, left it for Bogoy. One fake. Di gumagat si Japet. 3 from Jordan heading off target. And the shooting of TNT is still at a low.
And they had a 2-for-1, but they were so close to each other, they could not take advantage of the 2-on-1 fast break.
And now it's Abarientos against Simon. Cross court to Scotty. Pogoy nakabantay sa kanya. Nag-show si Eram and then bumalik. Ayun na kay Japet. Basket na naman. Lumaki na naman ulit ang lamang. It's now back to 14. It's highest at 14 rather. This is
Eram
bigger.
has to pick his defensive game out because Japet is eating him here in the first quarter.
Henning tried to hook it. Nabasa ni Scotty yun. Ito na naman mga nakapula. Thompson to Abarientos on the break. 25-9 is our score.
Hindi niya kilala si Scotty Thompson. Nagpapasa ka ng gano'n. Very intense ang laro ng Barangay Ginebra.
Oh, they're focused right now.
Yeah.
TNT has been throwing it away. Simon will try again, and he won't get it. And that's just giving Ginebra more opportunities to stretch this lead. The kick to Jamie. Jamie on the baseline. He lost it.
Nawala yung buwelo ni dun. Open.
All by himself. Ayaw pa rin. The tip to Pogoy. Nice pass from Poyera.
But the shot of heading was straight and through. Hindi lang pumapasok pala.
Just rattled out, Doc.
Yeah.
Peruela will be coming in. The next
Possibly
dead ball.
for Enciso.
25-11.
Uh-oh.
Japet misses the jumper. May konting disturbance.
Finally, may
Oh, it's nag-challenge si Eram. They go to Pogoy. Pogoy will stop and pop. That's in and out yet again. Ilang beses na yan para sa TNT.
Only a minute and 50 seconds left dito sa ating... Oh! That's an offensive foul on Japet. Clear.
He knocked Eram down. Ginebra calls a timeout. A minute and 49 remaining. They're up big in the first.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Love about Filipinas Live?
Pilipinas Live is the home of Philippine Volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all out passion. All the time.
It's 30-11, and it's different guys contributing in different ways. They're running and gunning, hitting from the outside, playing great defense. First quarter dominated entirely by Barangay Ginebra. So TNT has a lot of ground to make up. 3 quarters to do it. We'll see.
Sa likod ng atleta, numero pero dala ang bandera, diretso sa bupa ang buwelta. Mga tagahanga, tagapamahala, mga veterano at mga bakito, pinakamismo at magagaling, walang alin. Pamilya at barkada, ganyang umarangkada. Ito ang bagong dribble, let's go game tayo dito. Angat ang laban, everybody let's jam. It's the level up.
May cartoon dati, pag Saturday mornings, the Super 6. Mga superhero. Ito parang may Super 6 din ang Barangay Ginebra. 6 na player averaging double digits in scoring. And, you know, and look at those, mga 13 and up, more or less, ang kanilang ginagawa. And it's different guys at different times throughout the game. Good rebounding as well for Troy Rosario aside from the 12.7 points. So, very impressive distribution in scoring team effort mula sa kanila, Doc.
Basically, 6 guys will give you double figures. That's why they're averaging. They can go up to 8, maybe 9, but really you're concentrating on 6 guys giving you the scoring.
Malonzo and Williams, he pulls up. Jumper hits nothing, but there's a foul on the rebound play, and it's TNT still guilty of that. So they had to stop, but then they gave it right back. So fresh 14 for Barangay Ginebra to start this period, maybe extend their lead.
And remember, TNT got into penalty in that quarter early, while Ginebra only had 1 team foul the whole quarter.
Tama.
They didn't have to defend anybody.
Barrientos hooks it over to Adamos.
Way off.
Almost an air ball. Oftana grabbed the rebound. And let's see, this is a challenge for guys like Eruela and Enciso.
Yeah.
Try to set the table para sa kanilang koponan.
Pati si Aurin yata pinasok na hindi pa.
Wala talaga.
Si Aurin, no? Oftana is just way off so far. That's the reason why Chot is trying to go deeper into his bench.
Adamos.
The triangle.
Pass to David. Jumper up. That's good.
Ngayon sa kabila naman, kahit sinong bumato, medyo magandang buwelo, maganda kumpiyansa, pumapasok. 21 na ang lamang.
That's right, blackjack na eh.
Tawag ni Bago dito, blackjack.
Oh. Kelly from 3. Wala na naman. Rebound, red shirts pushing it.
There are a lot of bad shots being taken by TNT.
Yeah, they just keep hoisting it up from outside.
They're not in the flow at all of their offense.
And then another offensive rebound, Doc, from Barangay Ginebra. In the first quarter, they had 4. So they have 5 total in the game. And then, Nards Pinto naman. Lahat umi-score, Doc.
Well, I've been with a team. Pag maganda linalaro ng team, kahit saan ka bumunod, talagang gagawa yun. Kasi ang kumpiyansa mataas. Saka meron kang lamang na pag-iipunan.
That's a big shot from Kelly Williams. They really needed that one. Imagine kanina pangalawang tref na akala natin si NC. So tinanggalan pa ng 1 point. Nakatapak pala. Laking bagay sana nun. Adamos handing it off to Pinto, who just scored. This time he'll pass it to Balonso.
Pero little of a flop there for me also.
Yeah.
Parang exaggerate masyado ni Kabutin.
He played it up.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero si Malonzo actually guilty of that, as I think last game also he had one against Magnolia, of lowering that shoulder and putting it right into the chest of the defender.
Because at this stage when he caught it, he could not dribble without having to take away the defensive player. He would go to bed.
Coach Chot was very encouraging sa kanilang huling huddle. Siya parang nagsasabi na mag-relax sila and take their time to settle down and be in the right place. Hindi yung nasa loob lahat at nagmamadali. He also pointed out na depensa ang kanilang naging problema in the first quarter. Coach Chot personally went to Calvin Octanapa, who has been quite off, telling him not to be discouraged. Back to you, gentlemen.
Yeah, well, they really need some encouragement rather than be discouraged because they're not playing well at all. This is not the TNT we have come to know, especially sa last 6 games nila.
Yeah, well, we had just played last Friday. It was a resting type of game. So you can't, like I said, you have a 6-game winning streak. You have to keep it up. The intensity has to be there. Mahirap rin minsan yun.
And we know how tough Grand Slams are.
It is one of the toughest things.
Kaya nga, kung
the
konti pa lang
pressure is
gumagawa.
there.
Aurin. Wala talaga. Not dropping. Of course, there was a challenge from David on that play. Under pressure mga tira nila, Doc.
Yeah, that's why for me it's never a good shot because you never created something for a good shot. It was an isolation one-on-one.
And Holt, they go to Rosario, and it's just, pretty much an all-star team. And a foul committed by Kelly Williams.
Second team foul on TNT, only the first for Kelly. And Troy Rosario has been visiting the free throw line. These are his 5th and 6th free throws, if I'm not mistaken. And he split his first 2 actually.
Second miss na niya yan. Pugoy is back in the game. Upo muna si Brian Eruela.
Yeah. Well, kay Oruela, you can only get defense, but sometimes, it's not easy also to defend. You're not going to get too much offense anymore, not like the old days.
Yeah.
Nakakabigay siya even for 1 game lang.
Minsan may mga paisa-isa tres yan.
Yeah, and he can give you a double-figure game sometimes, but those days are gone. Those are Blackwater days.
Matagal-tagal na. 21-point lead still for Ginebra. Very much in control. Pugoy. That's a nice jumper from RR, and that might get him going.
Yeah, and Tim Cone is a veteran coach. He knows this team is not going to go away. His opponent is not going to go away. You just have to maintain this kind of game.
Hand off to RJ. Bumitaw.
Ganda. Ganda ng handoff.
And this guy is a really good 3-point shooter. I mean, to understate the matter.
He's got 8 points already in the ball game.
38-16 is the score. It's not a glitch, guys. Yan talaga ang score.
Naka-back-to-back baskets rin ng TNT.
Finally, no? Parang first time yata.
Hindi yata sila nakaka-back-to-back baskets on 2 possessions.
That's right. Pinto against Aurin. Now it's RJ. He'll take another. Too strong, and on the rebound play, Holt hits the deck. They're going to call it on Pugoy. Looks like that's what's going to happen.
Nasa ibabaw na si Holt doon nung tinulak ni Pugoy. or Aram is gonna come back in and they play a little bit bigger. They usually don't play Aram and Kelly together unless it's the import conference when they rest the import. Pero ngayon, sinabay na dito sa All-Filipino, sa Philippine Cup natin. Anong message pa rin?
Hog! Oy, supalpal sa itaas ni Boy Aram. But there was contact downstairs. It might be Aurin.
They're going to challenge that. This is made by the new referee, Solon. And they're going to challenge that.
Challenge for Coach Chot.
Because it happened on his side.
So as I said, nakita natin supalpal talaga sa taas pero may contact daw somewhere below. But TNT is denying that there was any. So, ito na. Dito sa aming tabi. We have Deputy Commissioner Eric Castro, Bong Pascual, the head of referees, Senior Referee Noel Killingan, and of course the new guy, Chair Will Solon. So, habang nire-review nila yan, we need to talk about how awesome Ginebra has been in this game so far. About 17 minutes of action, 38 points, and a 20-point lead already. Just a quick start. It was 10-0, 11-0 actually, bago nakashoot ang TNT. And almost all of them who've checked in have scored. Yung mga Ginebra players. Pinto came in and scored. David has hit a jumper.
It's taking quite a while, no?
Yeah.
And Chot is looking at the percentage. And finally, meron na tayong decision.
Ito yung nangyari.
The challenge made by TNT was not successful.
Not successful. Okay, so no more challenges from Coach Chot Reyes.
Yeah. Well, he got in between two players. Sino ba yung pumaul dun? Parang si Pugoy, no? O si Aurin. Aurin. Yung katawan ni Aurin. Kay Aram talaga malinis yun.
Yung sa may tuhod daw ni Aurin yung tumama. Is what the referee was saying. So the first free throw is in. Aguilar comes back in. Jason David will sit.
Trying to match up because there are two bigs on the other side for TNT. 7 minutes and 16 seconds left. Magaling na mag-free throw ito si Hodge.
Yeah.
Exactly like Abariento. So you have to, sayang wala na si LA kundi tatlo yan.
Medyo magaling na sigurado na.
Pero hinahanap nila, baka pabalikin pa nila yan.
Pogoy goes baseline, jumper, but too strong once again. Hindi nakakailang ganong tira na ang TNT na missing everything. Fake handoff, then pasa sa loob. Abariento decides to come back out. Lots of time sa kanilang shot clock. RJ will step back.
That's better defense.
That's a miss. Kelly Williams pulls it down. Simon Enciso. Handoff kay Pogoy. He's in the paint. He'll go up. Finger roll is good.
40-20. Double up dito ang Barangay Ginebra with 6:23 left. Little extension of the pressure defense here. Not too much to stay in front. Ginebra again. Good movement. They've been displaying the whole 2 quarters.
Right. Then the pass back to
again
Troy.
there, pero nawala ang bola.
Kim Aurin's running, but some of the white shirts aren't running with him.
Yan rin ang problema kay Aurin. He's still a fresh player. Nang bata would have really gone, no?
Enciso to Pogoy.
Good screen again.
Brings it closer. Oh!
Traveling.
Yeah, he shuffled his feet dahil biglang umapir si Pinto out of nowhere. And hesitates and a wasted opportunity. 40-20 is our score. Ginebra's up.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Filipinas.
Volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
About Filipinas Live, I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the Multicam feature.
Scotty Thompson right on the money.
You know, many times it's really the entry pass that makes it easy for the big guys. Pogoy, the fake, the kick to heading, he'll try again. There you go. 5 quick ones para kay Jordan.
That's his papel niya yan eh. Tumira o miscore.
Yeah. He's done that even at the international level, di ba? Para sa Gilas.
Kung may game tayo ngayon, kailangan yung ginawa niya nun.
Barrientos babawi!
Oh, yeah! Nakakarami na rin ito.
11 na. 11 big points, back up to 24. So you hit a 3, but then you give a 3 right back. If you're TNT, that's very, very frustrating. That's going to be a heavier load as halftime approaches. I don't think Heading's going to try those hook passes anymore, Doc. Gagawa na siya twice.
There he goes again.
Oh, yun. Just as I said it. And yun, napunta ka na ng 24 ang TNT. I don't know what's going on. This is a bunch of impersonators, Doc, that's dressed in TNT uniforms because this isn't the team we've seen.
Yeah,
but
shooting air balls.
Yeah, exactly. But Ginebra's had something to do with it. 49-25. Inside scoring so far sa laban na ito. Plus 14 for Ginebra. They've been running and laying it up and then attacking the inside, laying it up. Then they get to the line on fouls, pero ganda ng galaw ni Japet doon. So, anywhere naman, yan lamang ang Ginebra. I think there's not a single department that TNT's ahead.
Yeah, you know, that points in the paint dominated by Japet. You know, some of Troy Rosario's moves. But then you get the three-point shooting all of a sudden of Barrientos. Sakit na ng ulo mo nun. So, sino babantayan mo, di ba?
Well, Ginebra really putting on a show. Fans are ecstatic, of course, and we know that majority are on the Ginebra side. They're part of the barangay.
Yeah, especially dalawang beses na silang tinatalo nitong TNT sa finals.
Kaya nga mas matamis para sa kanila. Of course, there's a long way to go, and
but we're only in the elimination round.
Yeah, and we will not concede anything.
Yeah. At saka this only the second quarter.
Tama. Thompson. Always a threat to throw a lob all of a sudden or some kind of entry pass. Scotty Thompson, that's how good he is. Or he can score himself too, but he misses the layup on that play. Heading. Down to 16 on the shot clock. Hand off to Simon. To Pugoy against the smaller player. Cross court to Heading. He'll hoist it up and that's short. Gets his own miss and he'll lay it up. Nice trail of a miss that he knew was coming.
I like a player who follows up his own miss. It shows his determination to help the team. And alam mo, if you just join us, BGR got ejected early in the game.
That's right.
Kaya laking bagay rin sa TNT yun. Big
That's
man.
true. That's true. Heading again. Oh, he missed it. Nice angle off the glass would have been. But there was a challenge, so he changed it.
Again, they can't string 2-3 baskets together.
The lob! Oh! You saw that one. Abarientos to Aguilar.
14 points already in the ball game for Japet.
Ano sabi natin last week, Doc, nung klasiko? At least one dunk a game yan, di ba? Yun na yung one. More to come perhaps later on.
Only a minute left. Palaki ng palaki itong lamang na ito. 24 na naman. This is actually the biggest lead.
Yeah. Could be bigger on this next play with under a minute remaining in the first half. It's been a terrible first half for TNT and everything's clicking for Ginebra. Well, not there. Tipped away. Can they still convert? Abarientos doesn't know it. Japet takes it. Play continues as they look like they got the shot off on time. Malonzo loses it, and it's going to be TNT ball.
Now, plenty of fouls to give here on the part of Barangay Ginebra, but their defense has been holding without fouling.
Dalawang foul pa lang in Ginebra in this game, di ba?
The whole game, yeah.
One in the first quarter, one so far here in the second. 30-second timeout for TNT.
Might as well use it.
Yeah.
They probably will try to set a play wherein they get off a good shot.
Si Jape talaga is the best. And you know, obviously, in that statistic, if there is one being kept of how many alley-oops a local player has made, number one si Jape Aguilar.
Yeah.
Sigurado. Balikan natin yung standings. Andun sa 4 and 5 ang TNT, both at 6 and 3. And you mentioned it, Doc, a loss for either of these two teams will set you back. You'll drop down to 6 and 4, be tied with Converge, Rain or Shine. So, di ba, talagang majojolt yung ambitions mo to be top 4.
Hindi ka pa nakakasiguro kung mananalo ka pa nung last game mo.
Right.
Di ba? You could be 6 and 5.
Na-drop ka pa with Meralco.
And you don't know kung yung 2v2, di ba?
Swerte na lang yung lahat ng teams ng mga to na decided na kung sinong eliminated kasi. So wala nang chance to be eliminated. But which are you gonna be in? 1 to 4 or 5 to 8? Diba?
Pero no, wala na rin chance to play off.
Yeah.
So ang playoff natin is the quarterfinals already.
That's right. 11 points for RJ Barrientos.
3 3-point shots yata yun.
Big threes always kasi sinasagot niya yung mga tref ng TNT. Oftana will try again. And he is really not shooting well at all. It's just horrendous for a guy like Calvin Oftana. Last shot time, makakahirit ko ba ang Ginebra?
No fouls to give on the part of TNT.
Scotty kicks to Holt. He'll let it go. It will drop. Oh, wow. And what did we say about doubling up? Saktong double up. 27 for TNT times 2. 54 for Ginebra at the end of the first half. What a strong performance from Barangay Ginebra. TNT has really yet to show up in this game. The shot counts. RJ Barrientos has been at the forefront because he hits those big outside shots which help the lead grow bigger. They've got 5 of them out of 9. 3 of 15 for TNT. Really poor shooting performance for the Tropang 5G. And Ginebra firmly in control.
Diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maaarte. Tuloy lang at kampante, ginto lang ang diskarte. Bumubulusok, umuusok, tumutusok at tagos sa bawat sulok. Mabangis kumiginang, ang lahat nahihibang. Nagliliyap, nagniningning, parang pinagtagpong hilig. Bawat upunan, meron ka muna.
You know what I love about
Philippine Volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Pilipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best second.
Nunu. Step back on Troy. Newsom lights it up. What a shot to beat the third quarter buzzer. Chris Newsom responding to the spectacular move from Scotty Thompson. What a way to end the third by the two Gilas superstars. Go! Nadula si Melesio. Stockton. Tataktak pa dito!
Ginising tayo.
Alex Stockton tumalon!
You had to. At eto na siya. A walk in the park, a throwdown. Magmula kay Alex Stockton. Stockton tumalon. Sabi ni Mabu.
Meti back to the bench. Karakot bumalik na. Noong pinag-isipan yung tres and he attacks. Oh, wow!
They're trying, Phoenix bench trying to say that was a travel.
Take a look at this though. You know what? That looks like a good move. The gathered zero step. 1, 2. Fever Wolves.
Barrientos to hold on the move, goes reverse. How did he get that one up?
Well, all of a sudden he got confident. Halos walang ginawa sa first half ito. But all of a sudden dito sa second half, he came to play and he came to score.
For some help. Now with Laftimosa. Maglalak 2 minutes na tayo. Jello on the spin. The reverse.
Been struggling the whole night. Had to come up with a circus jump. 6 points in the ball game.
The crowd reacting over there.
Forever, isang beses.
Look at
Ganda
this
naman nun.
fancy pass. De Los Santos just trusting itutuloy ni Arana yung takbo niya.
He gives out a lot of dimes itong si JL De Los Santos. Pasa sa kanya.
Winston with some daylight.
Hindi naman pala si Caranipio, kundi yung sinasabi natin pure scorer na si Deshaun Winston. Nice looking 3-pointer ended first half.
Excellent move on the part of Deshaun Winston, not stopping even if Pringle thought he already gave up the foul. And that's a nice rally by Converge. Stockton again, big crossover. Alec to the cup. Second quarter nga po, natambakan to ng hanggang 18. Third quarter, 12 pa rin ang lamang niya na. Wow. Stockton to Arana down low.
Nasabi mo nga, dami mga magagandang nilaro para sa akin. Isa dyan si Alex Stockton. Who put in his 10 points in the third quarter alone nung sila'y humahabol. At ito,
Perkins, babanggain ni Perk. Another turnover para sa Phoenix. Nokum, he loves the open court.
Alala mo nung pinag-usapan natin kanina, diba si Nokum na injury yan nung previous game nila, natapilok?
Santillan to Nokum. Thought about it. Adrian Nokum escaping the defense again.
Parang ang dali skumor no, para kay Adrian Nokum. Because he's so shifty and quick. Nalalampasan niya talaga yung unang depensa eh.
Yung tres niya, just the board. Nokum, the spin. Stops on a dime. What a move from Adrian Nokum.
Si Gullier parang natamaan. Hindi ko lang alam, parang teammate yata yung nakatama sa kanya eh.
Dun sa pag-ikot ni Nokum, narito kasi yung dalawang taga-Phoenix.
16 in that previous game and he was able to knock down some threes against Ginebra.
And Nokum knows his advantage against his kuya RJ.
Diba? Alam niya that defensively he has the...
Munzon in transition. He likes it there. Decides to bring it back out. Sabay atake sa baseline. Re-reverse si Joshua. And the ball decides to drop. Parang lalabas na eh. Pero hinigop ng ring.
Well, he got the drop off Kelly Williams. Mas mag-prince naman on Rubere. They're looking to score right away. Oh, wide open.
What a fake. Pinalipad niya si Munzon.
Lumipat doon si Joshua Munzon. Let's see if that ball is gonna move around here for Northport.
Munzon. Didiskarte si Joshua. Atake. Puts it up in the air.
Hindi siya gumamit ng glass that time.
He looks at referee Peter Bala.
That was a hard shot.
Humihingi ng foul eh. Normally you leave Oftana that open, he'll make you pay, but not on that instance. Here's Balanza. Gliding into the lane. Nice layup. That's 2 baskets already for Balanza in this quarter. Tapay fakes the three, sabay drive.
BGR. Wow.
Get the
Showing
weak
that
setup
leaping ability.
out of here.
Yeah.
BGR. If I were Almond, he's being unselfish because Almond can hoist up those threes even without being set up. Ngayon si Kim Aurin naman ang nakisama.
That's a long two para kay Kim Aurin.
Almazan with a pick. Almazan on the slide. Almazan with a finish.
Yun naman, mas mahirap yun. Mas mahirap yun kasi yung dalawang namin business.
And this now is a 6-0 start para sa Meralco to open the second quarter. Pangalawang timeout na ang hihilingin ngayon ni Coach Tim. Doesn't work. Nunu with a board. No numbers in their favor. Puwersahin pa rin in Newsome. And it's an N1.
At that point, the defensive player could have taken a charge. But he kept on moving with Newsome.
Yeah, 86. Don't expect it to be in the 80s for too long as Scotty glides in for the beauty.
Balik na naman lamang dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Isa lamang. 48-40.
Rosario over to Thompson to the spin. The separation by Scotty gives him 12 points.
Well, he realizes that he has a teammate posting up.
Jamie shifting. Huli! Newsome, second block of the game for Nunu. Newsome. 16 turnovers na ang Meralco dito as Bates, no. Hodge is there. Ball is loose. Hodge gets the basket. May kasama pang foul.
Relentless on the backboards ang ginawa ni Cliff Hodge doon.
Another offensive rebound though.
Yeah.
Munabong. Rosario in front. Quindo to the crossover and the fadeaway. Good!
Tough and zigzagging through traffic, gets it to curve inside, and that'll make it just a 5-point game. At double digits na rin. Etong si Ken Tough and bonus free throw coming up pa para sa kanya. At yung 6'2", 6'4", and Lex is at third right now. In the meantime, Nieto scores and just made it 80-74. Yes, and he has 4 points in this match. Oh, steal. Here comes Steiner. Hits, goes straight and score! Despite all these blue shirts all around him na Tyler Teo still able to finish. No? Oo. Naka-offhand, kaliwa ang pinang-finish ni pinaka-mabos. Pinaka-guwapo. Yes! Naman with a great game. He has 12. At nakaraan against Meralco and para sa kanya talagang kulang na kulang para sa isang Jason Burton. The alley and the oop alas to JB Mocon. And
Navarro picks it up. He's in the middle of a fast break. Laftimasa will put it in. But there's time for Ginebra.
You know,
Magnolia grabbed this lead in what has been a back and forth type of game. Something we have come to expect. Navarro gets his first assist as a hot shot. Right, that's right. You know that floor. The mop men got to do their thing. Alley-oop. And someone slipped in the same spot kung saan nahulog si Abarientos. I think that's Lafdimosa to do that forward pass. Masyado masikip. And then taken away by Holt. And it looks like he'll go all the way in.
5 points para kay Holt dito sa third quarter. Si Lucero, 6 points in this quarter.
Rome to the hoop, forced it up. Nawala na sa kanyang kamay yung bola, but when he heard the whistle, he just shoved it up. You get a chance for the three-point opportunity. He can't hit the side of a barn so far from the outside. Let's see if he takes it in. Yun ang kaya niya gawin.
They took away his outside shooting and making him miss.
Humongous lead for Barangay Ginebra at the half, 54-27. They've doubled up TNT Tropang 5G. And just an amazing first half for Barangay Ginebra, Dr. Jamie. TNT just couldn't do anything about it.
Well, they started very well and they maintained that lead because of their excellent defense. I think they scouted the other team very well and really challenged almost every shot that was taken. The percentage itself will kill you, 55 to 31%. The other thing that really killed them, even though Ginebra had more turnovers in the first half, was the free throw shooting. TNT only had 2 free throws given them, making 2. Barangay Ginebra had 14, making 11. So difference of +9 na kaagad doon. Then you talk about the points in the paint, past 14 para sa Barangay Ginebra. So masyadong maraming kailangan ayusin ng TNT if they want to make a competitive game for this.
And it's a rebounding department, 28 to 11 in favor of Ginebra, plus 17. Look at the scoring ng TNT. Panaka-naka lang yung kanilang mga players. Lots of the big names are not there. Kabilang side naman, missing in action eh. Kabila, may dalawang double digits na. May dalawang sumusuporta pa. Holt, saka Jamie Malone.
Kung isipin mo ito, hindi pa kasali si Scotty Thompson scoring. Eh, sa kabila naman, missing si Optana, missing si Pugoy. You know, things like that. Eh. Those regular players that gives you points, that keeps you in the ball game.
Poor stretch lang talaga itong TNT for 2 quarters. And the thing is, the hole might be too deep. We'll see. On Wednesday, tuloy-tuloy ang ating Philippine Cup dito rin sa venue na ito, NAS, NLEX, Northport, San Miguel, Converge. And every game, as we're saying, is important because NLEX wants to stay at number 1. San Miguel Beer wants to creep up even higher. Converge, you know, looking perhaps to get another victory. And then we remind everyone, if you've been part of the PBA as a former player and or official, call those numbers. There's a homecoming in October. So you got to connect with us so you can join the celebration of the PBA's 50th anniversary this coming October.
Yeah.
Some of them are in the house. Nandiyan si Manny Victorino, si Bobby Jose, si Alan Kaidik andito rin. Aside from former players na part of the teams as officials, no? Si Chart Del Rosario, si Joey Guanyo, andyan din si Olsen Racela. May PBA Usana Fun Run. The deadline for registration is today. So please register and join that run sa Bridgetown gagawin yan.
Mahirap yan pare, Father's Day yan.
Yun na nga.
Hindi na ako makakatakbo.
Start in the morning, takbo-takbo kayo. Yung mga may kaya, kami Doc, we'll cheer you on na lang.
Yes,
ganun na lang. Good luck. Wish you good luck.
Father's Day yan eh.
Exactly.
Birthday pa ng anak ko yan, si Nicky.
Happy birthday, no? Advanced. As we celebrate yung mga tatay naman. Last month, nabigyan na natin ng parangal yung mga nanay.
Yes. Diba? Mother's Day naman yung May 9 yata yun.
So second half about to begin. And Ginebra gets the first possession with a chance to extend the lead to begin. I wonder, would it have been nice to be in the locker room or would it have been nice? Baka scary sa locker room ng TNT, Doc, kanina.
Well, how badly can you get mad at your players? They gave you a 6-game winning streak. You know.
Here's Troy against Kelly. Turnaround jumper. It misses, but then another offensive rebound. And then a putback, so second chance points piling up, offensive rebounds as well.
Well, they're not going to win or not even come close if they cannot stop Japet because he's the guy that they have to stop. He's got 16 points already and a lot of rebounds too.
9 offensive rebounds for Ginebra as a team. Ginebra has more than double the points of TNT.
Nice move.
Ay, pero mintis yung tira. Wanted to go glass but it was off target. Malonzo!
Yan ang problema ni Inciso. He's not a guy like a Castro can float that kind of a shot.
4-0 to start the second half. So
it's
now,
a 31-point lead.
It has gone over the 30-point mark.
Tapos na yung May, 31 yun.
Corner, Pugoy! Ayaw pa rin. Rebound, Japet.
Definitely lording it above everybody here.
Once he jumps straight up, kung dun yung kuwanan sa may itaas, no one can beat Japet. Jamie. Now foul pa, taking a 3. He miffed it, but he will be given 3 freebies. As you mentioned, they had 14 free throws in the first half. 3 more coming up.
I think they'll take out Optana because he's just really way off today. Timing, shots, you know, nothing going right for him.
And the Reyes boys have no solution right now.
Yeah. Ay, ang umpisa, 4-0, nagmintis, and we're going to see Kabutin come in.
Pakinggan na natin yung report ni Bell. I really want to hear about the TNT side.
We were simply outworked. Yun, attorney ang agad na inamin ni Coach Josh Reyes. Lack of defense was obviously flagged in the TNT dugout. Sabi nila they were a step slower. They did not match Ginebra's sense of urgency and evident in their 0 points of turnovers that they just couldn't get stops. Kailangan daw muna nila dahan-dahanin at mag-focus sa effort sa depensa para unti-unti na mabawasan itong lamang ng barangay. But sa Ginebra dugout naman, according to Coach Char, they talked about being ready for TNT to speed things up, to get those quick threes, and for them to start setting up Calvin of Tanamor. Back to you, gentlemen.
Kaso inalis na nila.
Oh, exactly. So what to say. But not right now. Mamaya na si Calvin ulit. Dahil nakaupo na siya, kubunti ng pinasok. And really, it's getting tougher and tougher, and the hole is getting deeper and deeper for TNT as they have yet to score again. They're starting out this score in the same way they started out the game.
Exactly. That will be the first team foul. Ginebra has only committed 3 fouls in the whole game so far, including that one. No?
So imagine you're holding the other team down to just 27 points without fouling.
Hindi pa nalilista na yung scorer. Hindi na yata siya. Nasunay na may foul ang Ginebra.
Kelly Williams goes to Kobuntin. He checks the clock. He knows he has to take it. He gets it off the glass. And he smiles a little bit because I don't think he called
a bank.
Oh, bank shot there.
Sunday.
But you take it anyway.
They've been missing everything else, you know. 31%.
Scotty Thompson, the orchestrator. Troy, kick to jump it. He loves it from there. That's good for Aguilar.
Medyo gising na gising ang laro nito. And I like it. You can see his moment. You can see his smile and his confidence. Whoever is defending against him.
Sa FIBA, i-announce sila Aguilar.
Ganun ba?
Oh,
palitan na natin lahat yun.
Kelly Williams misses a 3.
Good shot. Those are the kinds that they really set themselves up for.
May mga araw naman, Doc. Lahat ng mga bato naman nila dyan pasok. Diba sila naman ang ganun, but not today. 61-29. Makes you wonder if this continues, anong magiging final score ng TNT? Stephen Holt. Kabatch ang dalawang yan. Si Enciso at si Holt, 2014 grads in their respective schools in the U.S.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you for that information.
Bogoy to the hoop, Mintis. Eram, power rebound, but then loses it down low as Holt, Wilson, Malonzo rather, sorry, continues to play hard. And then he falls out of bounds. Kaninong bola, sabi ng ating referee?
Bola ng TNT. Kasi hindi siya tumawag ng foul. I thought that Eram bumped Malonzo. Look at this, nag-aagawan sila dito. This was almost like the challenge. Oh, it was hard. Medyo tama rin pala na no. He bumped into his chest.
He's looking for a flop. Sabi, umarte lang daw. Anyway, referees didn't make much of the contact, but just looked at who tapped it out of bounds. And even yung mga ganyang galaw ni Pogoy, it's just, the timing is just off. He almost lost it. And a foul was called. He's lucky.
That's the second team foul na yun. Mali yan.
Yeah. Ayun. Na-adjust na.
Kasi kanina hindi natin nilalagay ng scorer.
Kelly Ganshay na. Pogoy crouches low. Kicks to Kobuntin. The drive. Sabay fade. Had to put it up high because Malonzo challenged and Glenn have 2 baskets.
Ito talaga lifesaver nila.
Kahit sa Game 7 ng finals, subok na yan si Glenn Kobuntin.
Lifesaver nila yan.
He's a champion at the collegiate level, university level. Yeah.
2016. 2014.
Sino ni Troy? Magkasama sila ni Troy doon.
Yes.
Part of that strong NU team.
Yeah.
You know, again, a bunch of them made the PBA. Halos lahat. Paul Varilla will see his first action of the game as Poy Eram is heading towards the bench.
Yeah, he was called for a foul. They can't challenge because they lost their challenge.
Right. Even 30-point lead for Ginebra. 8 minutes and 4 in the third. Troy for 3.
Ibang-iba laro ng Barangay Ginebra. Killer's instinct, being displayed here.
Apakalaki ng basket nila, di ba? When they look at it, they just throw it in. Everyone's making shots on the Ginebra side. And these guys, except for Bobundin,
First time they struck three baskets together on 3 possessions.
Same guy pa.
Same guy.
Back to 29. Back down to 29. Scotty powers up. Hardly resistance from Enciso.
Hindi niya kayang bantayan.
Wala. Scotty sa pofte parang big man din.
Yeah. So much like a quinto of Meralco.
Yeah. That's right. Pogoy against the bigger players, and his layup won't drop. And that's pretty much summarizes what's been going on for TNT's offense. Andun na yung ibang tira, pero niluluwa pa rin ng ring.
Tignan mo ito, nag-umpisa para kay Kabutin. And that was, he took out Oftana because he was just frustrated with this game. And Kabutin gives him positive game. Heading is coming back in for Enciso.
I mean, Kabutin's trying to do what Calvin Oftana usually does. Diba? Yung mga baskets na kailangan nila from 3, from the post.
Si Heading binalik dito, pero si Japet pinahinga naman ni Coach Steve Cone. In usual rotation niya, si Abarientos ang pumapasok para sa kanya.
Calvin Oftana will be reinserted though. I think Coach Chot took him out quickly just to
cool off.
Yeah. Ayun, kaibigan nila. He wishes he could play. Ronde Hall if Jefferson wants to come help these guys.
Nandiyan na ba?
Nandiyan eh. Nandiyan sa may likuran ng kanilang bench. Problema, hindi naman import conference ito. Matindi naman kung pumasok pa. Nakuha pa ni Troy! Just bouncing the right way if you're an Ginebra fan. That ball is finding the guys in red. Jamie! In and out. Barilla. To Pogoy. Pogoy will create. Left it for Kobuntin. Now heading. Pogoy 3. Ayaw pa rin. Kobuntin fighting. Tapped out by... Oh, really? Okay, they're saying Kobuntin. Looks like Troy hit it out. But then there's no challenge. There's no review. And there's no overrule by the senior referee. So
they're reviewing it here.
Oh, are they? Yeah, but they're not. They can't change it on the floor anymore.
Well, they're reviewing it here. But they saw it clearly.
Sila Aram, natatawa na lang.
Bing Oliva made that call.
Yeah. And he was very clear on it because that's probably what he saw. But
he hasn't been, he's one of the senior referees.
Yeah.
Pero,
he's a 10-year vet.
And they even made him one time a crew chief. And that was when we had 70 fouls in a game. Yeah. 70 free throws, not fouls.
Free throws, yeah. Scotty. Troy, jumper. Too strong. A stop from TNT. Can they convert?
But still a long way to go. Very, very long way for TNT to climb.
Oftana, aggressive to the hoop, gets a foul called. Kaya mag-free throws si Calvin. I-score na ba to si Calvin? Parang wala pa, no? Oftana, nothing yet. Probably get them when we return on the free throw line.
Our official Iron Supply Drink, Molten, our official Game Ball, Eagle Cement, our official cement, USANA, our official nutritional supplements, Higher, our official home solutions partner, ECA Professional Power Tools, our official power tools, LGR, our official outfitter, Healthy and Pure, our official hydration partner, our value licensees, PBA Rush, Daily Fantasy, World Balance, our marketing partner, Football.
On your screens, si John Villanueva, ang mayor ng Bukawi, Bulacan. Sama niya si Jack Villanueva, ang anak niya. Pati na rin si Joaquin Tugna, kanyang pamangkin. Si Joaquin Tugna, so yung tatay, yung ama ni Joaquin Tugna, kaibigan ko, si Congressman Sherwin Tugna. There is the outside shot and then the miss. Who tapped it out of bounds? Watch the ball. Labanan sa bola. Napalo ba ni Troy? Yes, is the question. Did that left arm hit him? But the referee said no. It was the white shirts. And Ginebra attacked the other way. But right now, Calvin Oftana Doc at the line trying to find his shooting touch. Oh,
1 point pa lamang yan.
Trying to find that shooting touch, which normally is gold.
Yeah. Well, that he's not yet a superstar because a superstar gives you the same points every game.
On the way. Pala.
Yeah, he's got to work for it though. He's got to prove it too. Good block.
Oftana.
That's a foul.
Falls over Malonzo.
Ito, dahan-dahan, pumasok na sa penalty dito ang Barangay Ginebra.
Yeah. So they've been fouling. That's the most fouls in a quarter they've had kasi 1-1 lang sila sa first 2 quarters.
Ngayon 5. Pero it's the reason why is because being a little bit more aggressive and more systematic ang opensa ng TNT.
And not just settling for outside heaves, ano?
Yung mga bad heaves actually.
Oftana against Scotty, he'll turn baseline.
Yeah, he got hit on that.
Yeah, that's a foul. And they're gonna say challenge is what Scotty's saying.
Yeah. But I don't think team will challenge him.
I think it was.
Yeah,
he's gonna challenge.
He is. He's got a big lead, so might as well challenge it. This player is asking for him to challenge it, so he'll challenge.
Hindi naman yung braso kasi mula sa angulo natin, it looked like it. But we're here across the court, so.
Yeah, I saw a beautiful game yesterday between San Miguel and Rain or Shine.
Humabol kasi.
Yeah.
Tinambakan muna nila tapos humabol ang Rainers.
But
spirited comeback of them.
It was a real spirited thing, but the transfer of the key players in that third quarter to that second lineup just completely disintegrated San Miguel's offense. It's not team knew it was not, but he had to give it to his player who was asking for it. Pagka sa kanya, ang laki ng lamang natin. But
yun tumama talaga. Parang sila nag-appear sa ere. Yun.
And this was not after the release. It was on the act of shooting.
Speaking of last night's game in Cagayan de Oro, yung unstoppable naman dun, CJ
Grabe,
Perez.
si CJ Perez.
Matindi yung CJ Perez kagabi.
That 4-point shot killed him. You know, that was the...
Oh, and then he was doing everything he wanted. He's just getting stealing the
That's
ball.
why when he sat down, naubos ang laman. Naumupo siya at saka si Trollano and Junmar naubos ang laman.
Trollano and Nocom were very good friends last night as well.
They greeted each other.
25-point lead for Ginebra. It was once 31, tama ba? Was the biggest lead?
Nasa ba? Hindi mo sinulat.
Yung biggest lead natin, ano ba? 32. It was 32. So they've chopped it up a bit. And then that's a miss. Pero
what a tap.
Malonzo for 3. No go. They're trying to keep it alive. Nakuha na naman nila. Malonzo. Third attempt.
Tatlong offensive rebound yun. So, ano pa magagawa mo?
Wala ka na pag gano'n.
Wala eh.
Really just off.
And Hiram is coming back into the game.
There are days like this. Diba, Doc?
Yeah.
Corner 3, Kobundin. Pati siya, nagpintis na rin. Remember though, not that we're making excuses for TNT. There's no Castro, there's no Nambatak.
And they got ejected. Itong si Guanyela.
Brandon Canuelos-Rosser for a hit on Troy Rosario. Scotty Lofton, it hit someone's leg.
It hit the white shirt's leg, actually. It hit the leg of Barangay yata ito. Pero binigay ang bola sa TNT.
Yeah, because they looked at referee Killian across, and Killian is saying, Scotty Thompson, it hit the foot of Scotty Thompson.
Maybe so, also.
You know, he's the senior 20-year referee.
Siya bihira magkamali masyado ng ganyan yan. At sinabi rin, niya siya kay team yun.
Baseline pass is too tight. They threw that one away, just literally. Wala. Thompson to Malonzo. Malonzo atake. Sabay kick sa kanto. Barrientos in and out. Sorting in for the rebound, Barilla. Here comes Jordan. Up ahead to Boyd. But moving that way, maybe not the best time to give it to Boyera. And as you mentioned, heading still getting to know his teammates.
At saka nakatalikod yung tao, papasahan mo ng gano'n. It's useless. What's he gonna do with it?
That's a foul. Barilla is guilty of that. Free throws for Troy Rosario. Bel, ano meron dyan?
Kakasabi mo lang, attorney, kanina, no, nung na-hit itong si Troy Rosario. Kwento niya kanina, pakiramdam daw niya ay na-uppercut siya, kaya he underwent concussion protocol dahil nahilo talaga siya nung natamaan ang likod ng kanyang kanang tenga. After ice and rest, pinagpag na lang to ni Troy at sa linalaro niya ngayon, parang kinalimutan na lang niya. Sobrang gigil din kasi ni Troy to get back at TNT dahil he wasn't 100% in the finals because of a right ankle sprain. And when asked about the most significant contribution he wants to bring tonight, sabi niya it's being Ginebra's anchor in rebounding. Back to you, gentlemen.
Well, that's what he's been doing offensively, defensively. He's been getting boards. Ito si Troy Rosario keeping the ball alive.
Yeah. That's a nice drive and a three-point play coming in for Heavy. Alam mo, Ginebra, not only do they want to win this game, if they can, they want to win this by a big margin and completely take TNT out of the picture. Kahit anong tabla, hindi makakapasok ito sa what you call this twice to beat.
Yeah, that's right. So they're going to keep pushing. Diba?
Yeah, they'll just continue to play hard. Ito si Heading at 10 points already, di ba? Thank you.
Back down to 25 yung lamang. Under 3 minutes remaining in the third, Doc. I mean, may pakonti-konti itong TNT, pero Ginebra really just checking them, making sure that they behave and stay behind. Itong TNT.
Under 3 minutes na tayo dito sa third quarter.
Hand off to RJ. He'll force it up and draw a foul from Jordan Heading. Huli si Jordan. Just the first personal for Jordan Heading. A timeout is called here in the third quarter.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Pilipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
RHJ for doing that and having those intentions, but you see a smile from Coach Jolas as he was pointing out to RHJ na nasa camera siya, but that's probably one of the few smiles that any TNT guy has had
for the night. For the night.
Wala. It's just not working. Up to 27 ulit ang lamang ng Ginebra. 2 minutes and a half remaining almost.
They have gone really small here by taking out Aram and
agawan pa si Heading. No, he throws it to the wrong guy. Barrientos layup. It's been tough. You know, they're really swarming heading.
Well, ganun rin nangyari kay Navarro when he went to his new team. They lost the first game. They're able to come back. But TNT's last game is also against Magnolia, a very tough team, no?
Heading to the corner. Cobuntin na atake. Fakes off his former teammate. Bitirang tira. Gets it back. Pogoy. Oftana jumper from 3. Finally gets one to go.
5 points in the ball game.
Long time coming, Doc?
7 na pala. Sorry.
Long time coming para kay Calvin Oftana. Only 1:42 to go in the third quarter. Doon lang siya naka 3-point make. Tipped away by Varilla, but Scotty tracks it down. David will be blocked.
Air ball.
Oh, the block ni Oftana yun, Doc. Natamaan yun. Nahawakan niya yun. And then change of direction. Layup from Oftana. Back-to-back hoops para kay Calvin. That's down to 24. The lead. Still a long way to go, though.
1 minute and 10 seconds left. 1:06 now.
Pass to Holt. Holt the bump and then the shot. Guardia ba yan, Doc? Parang power forward yung galaw.
Yeah, well, he's a guy that can play. For me, 1, 2, 3. No? Yeah, but 4 is a different story.
Imagine Glenn Cobuntin, di biro banggain yun, but he did it on that play. Here's Calvin, another one. He's feeling it now. Sunod-sunod na ang kanyang pagkamada rito. That's 7 straight points strung together, 11 in total.
Lahat dito sa quarter na ito.
Yeah.
24-point lead. May 3 seconds differential. Game clock and shot clock.
Pero Doc, ikaw si Coach Tim Cone, you like the cushion that you have built already.
Yeah.
Of course, you want to be relentless and keep it going. David, miss. Oh, look at Scotty fighting for that. Missing, and the quarter ends. But what an effort once again from Scotty Pippen sa Thompson. Scotty Thompson, my gosh. He's the only one who can get the crowd to go nuts on a rebound, but he missed the shot. 24-point lead entering the fourth. Here's the summary of what's been going on. Scoring runs, 13 zip to start the game and never looked back. Or they have not looked back. Barangay Ginebra, tuloy-tuloy. They attacked immediately and quickly. At naiwan agad ang TNT. Tapos ikot-ikot ng bola, why not? Plus 11 on assists. They were moving that ball around, finding the open guys. And they've been hitting the shots. Yun ang diferensya doon. TNT's tried it as well, but they haven't been hitting. And then Japet just being himself. 18 and 13, double-double for Japet Aguilar yet again. On 67% shooting from the field. As Doc said, Japet, important player para sa Ginebra.
And just to show how much they want to continue on that pace, Japet nakapahinga pero binalik na here at the start of the fourth quarter.
23-20 quarter, as you see on your screens for TNT. The first quarter that TNT has won, but not by much. Oftana again, going glass. 9 straight points para kay Calvin Oftana.
Well, Coach John knows he may not win this ball game, but he has continued to give the confidence to his top scorer.
Let's see how Ginebra hangs on for the next 11 and a half. Pinto goes to David. That's off. And they're calling a foul on the rebound play.
Pushing. Second personal foul. Malonzo coming back. Sorry, lumaki na naman ang lineup nito. Saka they give David a lot of chances to play.
Well, they're hoping he can duplicate or at least approximate yung ginawa niya sa kanyang first game back, di ba?
Yeah,
yung siya yung naging best player of the game.
It's a different game now. People begin to pay attention to you.
Eh, ito. Kahit paying attention ka kay Abarientos, titirahan ka pa rin eh.
There are two guys here that are very outstanding for Ginebra. It's Japet and Abarientos.
Foul on Japet Aguilar though on that play.
Nagba-back screen si Barangay. Japet doesn't look like he's 37, 38 years old.
Yeah, he can still get up there.
The way he's moving, yung lalo na yung lateral niya when trying to follow people. And who's this? I thought it was Inciso that was going to come back in, change mind ng coach.
Oh, the new fella. Second game with TNT.
Mike Nieto.
Yeah.
You like to give Mike Nieto a lot of chances because he's a tough player. Just keeps on playing.
Masipag talaga.
And he's true to the game.
Oftana tried to step back, couldn't hit it.
Good defense.
Kelly for 3. That's good for Kelly. Gets the 3 back.
Siguro sabi ng TNT, this is completely different from the way we played in the first half.
Oo nga, kung ganito na sana tayo doon, baka dikit ang laban.
27 points lamang sila sa first half.
Pinto, na maganda rin pinakita kanina.
That's 4 points, yeah.
Holt, 3 to shoot. Japet will take it. And it will bounce in.
Everything is falling for him. Just completely unstoppable tonight.
And he's one of a kind, Japet, in this league. No one at that height has done the things that he can do. Too strong from Oftana, gets it back. Tries to go underneath. Blocked upstairs by Japet. Nice try, but no cigar. 10 minutes to go.
No complaints. Just come back and play.
Hand off to Pinto. Balik kay Jamie. Height advantage, Malonzo. He will attack Pogoy. And then go cross court and pass it to Ben Adamos, who unfortunately is on the bench.
Yeah. But that's good defense. You know, mamatay mo si Pogoy, pero marunong dumipensa yan. No? And he's quite strong for a short fellow.
Kelly dropping it to Glenn Cobuntin. Kick out kay Mike. Mike is short. Offensive rebound, Pogoy. Kick to the corner. Kelly. Ayaw. And just a much bigger player getting the rebound from Mike Nieto.
Yeah. But again, great opportunity for TNT. They got a second chance opportunity. They couldn't convert.
Very rare yun in this game. Nakaka-second chance ang TNT.
55 points lamang at TNT. We're in the fourth quarter already.
Japet to Pinto. 2 seconds to go. Nakahirit pa doon!
Pinto, nakaka-6 na puntos na.
Bukas na bukas.
Eh, veterano na rin yan eh. Sanay na rin maglaro yan.
Oftana drops it off. Kick out to Kelly. Doesn't want to take the 3. Oftana wants to take the 3. One dribble. Tira. Pabanda.
Ang tinawag ba niya yan?
Palagay ko eh. Mukhang sadya talaga, Doc.
Pabihira yung second half ni Oftana. Yung completely night and day yung nangyari sa first half and second half.
Where was that, no? Nung first half, humabol pala. After the half, yung kanyang opensa. Na traffic. Here comes Abarientos. Hey, this guy's shooting so well also, Doc.
Yeah. Kaya nga pwede maglasabay yung dalawang point guard eh. Pinto and Abarientos eh.
Double A. Aguilar, Abarientos.
Yeah. Pahirapan tayo dito pag nanalo yung Ginebra. Kung sino pipiliin natin sa
Well, they're on the way, Doc. They're on the way. There's Glenn. Would have been a big 3 kung pumasok, but no go. And pretty soon the clock will be totally on the side of Ginebra. And
yeah, but they're not letting up eh.
Yeah. Kasi sabi mo nga, gusto nga i-stretch, Doc, dahil
they just want to take TNT out of the picture. Now, you don't know kung sila magsasalubog. Kung sila magsasalubog sa
sa playoffs. So
Kung sakaling pumasok rin ang Ginebra, hindi pa rin sila sigurado. Even if they win, they're not sure of getting to a twice to win advantage. May isa pang game sila sa rain or shine.
Nieto will try. Gets his own miss and then gets a basket inside.
Yun ang sipag eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? That guy is 6'1".
Yeah.
Used to play center in high school. Then in college, power forward, small forward. Dahil kay top. But he just plays. No? He's a strong player.
Remember now when they used to call him Big Mike.
Yeah.
Not so big here in the PBA.
Magkalaban silang dalawa ni Abarrientos.
Way back when. Timeout has been called with under 7 minutes to go. We are at the NAS in Manila. Ginebra spanking TNT in this game. Humongous lead, 86-60. This is part of the crowd.
Malaki rin talaga. Kaya kanina hirap ng parking dito.
Oo nga, layo.
Layo.
Mahaba-habang lakaran to pagkatapos. Nag-enjoy yung mga crowd din sa mga
pero walang rally eh. Di ba? Hindi kita ng laban, ang pokpokan ng laban.
Yeah.
Oh, si Al Francisco with Senator Bongo. Always a regular fixture dito sa mga games. Pero kailangan magtrabaho na rin ng June, di ba? Itong ang mga Senate.
Yeah. Tuloy-tuloy naman siya. Incumbent naman siya. Bell, ano na?
Sa huling huddle ng TNT, naging mahalaga para kay Coach Shot na hindi mawala ng kumpiyansa ang kanyang mga manlalaro. He pointed out that they won the third quarter by 3 points, proving that they have it in themselves to fight. Coach Shot didn't pinpoint a specific player he wants to see more involved offensively. Instead, he instructed them to have more ball movement. He wants to see more shuffling, more activity, until they eventually find the best shot possible just to get things going. Back to you, gentlemen.
Palagay ko, Bell, hindi naman kailangan mag-pinpoint na alam naman ng mga scorers kung sino sila.
Yeah.
Diba? So that's why Oftana has been more aggressive. This guy's another one who can score as well. This one too, but Eram loses his footing. Pero meron daw foul.
Hindi lang yun. Parang naano pa yung kanyang ankle.
Oo nga. He's in pain. Eram is riding on the floor. And we hate that, you know, yung pag pinapalo yung hard court.
Yeah.
Kasi that means masakit talaga.
Yeah. And they'll review.
So yan si Doc. Tapos lahat ng players pinapupunta sa kanilang mga front court dahil na-injure pa.
Hindi mo alam kung sprain ankle yan, kung naapakan yan, di ba?
Meron si Dexter Aceron, yung kanilang PT, to check his guy out.
And this guy has had a history of injuries that have sidelined him for long periods of time.
Official suspension of play ito. Normally kasi, you'd have to replace this player already.
Or he has to get up in 15 seconds.
Yeah. But dahil nga sa mukhang...
Kasi ito kailangan mag-free throw eh.
What happened though, you know? So there was the lob from heading.
Let's see kung may free throw ito. Yeah, kasi patira ito eh. Ayan no. And then the push. And then I think he might have stepped on
hold siguro.
On hold, no?
Hindi, pero right leg eh.
Yeah, he's out.
Wow, and he's really dragging that right leg.
Yeah.
Ebonia and Varilla.
Ang dami na nilang injuries.
Helping their comrade to the bench.
Key big man yan. Key big man yan. And that could really derail anything that they have.
Yeah, on their team, he's the big man. I mean, you know, back up si Kelly and then the rest. But anyway, Oftana sinks the free throw. which should have been Aram, di ba? But
Yeah.
it's Oftana now shooting for him. And only 6:27 to go. Pumasok din.
Remember that shot of Malonzo just before the end of the quarter?
Yeah.
Talbog, pasok pa rin.
Barrientos has had a brilliant offensive game so far. He also threw that lob to Japet earlier for the alley-oop. Jeremiah Gray, pinasok na ni Coach Tim Cone. Pretty soon, you might see the benches being cleared. Binali pa ni Troy Rosario.
He's having a game also. The big men are just completely dominating the big men of TNT.
Right. So as Heading finds his way in the TNT camp, TNT have to regroup for their next game, their one and only game left sa eliminations, which is Magnolia, not a tough opponent.
Kailan kaya yun? Might be Friday pa yata yun.
Friday, that's right.
Yeah.
June 13th, the day after the holiday.
So they'll find out if Aram can be available or not because they need him.
Gray gets a basket. Kapapasok lang, nakahirit na rin. You know, the basket is wide open for the Ginebra players.
Yeah, it just looks as big as we say, a palanggana.
Oo, batya. Aurin, who's been quiet also in this game. Normally I say that Aurin likes the Ninoy Aquino Stadium.
There is open.
Yun. Gusto niya rito. Normally, some of his bigger games have happened here in the NAS.
And normally, that is the kind of play TNT does. Penetrate, kick out to the corners. They had 15 three-point attempts in the first half.
Miss from Barrientos, and some players got tied up underneath. Referee Kiringen says,
Yeah,
foul
foul.
TNT.
Sa likod ni Troy Rosario. Kabutin.
May timeout na tinawag rito. 4 minutes and 39 pa nalalabi sa ating laban. Ginebra on its way to victory. We'll see. This is the RPTV coverage of the PBA Philippine Cup. I'm Charlie Cuna together with Dr. J. Andy How. This matchup between Coach Tim Cone and Coach Chot Reyes. Tagal-tagal na niyan. Muna-una magkasama sila back in 89 to 92. Assistant ni Tim, si Chot in those kurbata. Nakakurbata pa sila way back.
Alam mo naman si Tim, always kurbata yan. So kung sumali ka, kasali ka.
Nawala lang yun nung pandemic di ba yun? Nag-iba na yung mga dress code.
Nakanasanay na rin si Tim. Pero gusto niya, itim o puti.
Si Coach Jeff Carriazo who also played under him, nakakurbata pa rin. Ito yung mga record lang naman nila. Siyempre sa titles, lamang na lamang si Coach Tim. But, you know, all Filipinos, lamang si Chot. Coach of the Year, lamang si Chot. Grand Slams, well, Tim Cone, 2 beses.
Yeah.
Alaska and San Miguel Coffee.
Yeah.
Separate teams yun.
Well, Tim has been a winner wherever he's gone. He's coached a lot more years than Chot, no?
Yeah.
As a head coach, no? So, and coach also took a sabbatical from coaching for quite a while.
At saka they've won championships with different ball clubs. The same way Chot, kasi may Pure Food siya, meron siyang Coca-Cola, di ba? Meron din siyang dito sa TNT. Diba? So,
but he's been the winningest coach of TNT.
Ito na, papasok na. One of the favorites.
Yeah!
Raymond Aguilar. Ano masasabi mo dyan, Bel?
The other Aguilar.
Go, Bel.
Right ankle sprain ang iniinda ni JP Aram na manhid ito kaya he couldn't put weight on it and he had to be assisted as he walked. He's back in the dugout para maglagyan ng ice at para makapagpahinga siya. According to PT Dexter Aceron, they can only really assess it after the game. Back to you, gentlemen.
That's right, siyempre. You know, kasi Let him get over the pain and everything first to try to manage it, but
then see what kind of grade of sprain you have.
Tama.
Diba?
Maverick Hanmisi seeing action, Doc.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. Huh?
Oh, one of the big parts of their attack before yan. A big guard na may tira sa labas.
Nadulas pa.
Maya Gray hits the deck and naputokan na naman ng 24 ang Ginebra. Twice it's happened.
Alam mo, Messi, if you remember their battles in the finals,
yeah,
he was very instrumental. No?
Nagbe-best player yan madalas eh. Mike Nieto, he's blocked, gets it back, gives it to Eruela, who tried to swing it, but then Ginebra takes it away. Pinasok na rin si Almon Vosotros. I mean, white flag na ito, Doc.
Kaya naman, inalis na rin ni team coach yung mga karamihan niya.
Kaya, Raymond Aguilar, the ever-reliable off the bench. Diba? Hindi ka mapapahiya pag pinasok mo si Raymond Aguilar. Hardly gets to play, but you put him in and nakashoot pa. Oh, tatlo na yan para kay Kim Aurin.
Kita-kita mo, pag bitaw niya, patay.
The score will be closer, of course, by the time we end this. But
because it's what we call scrap time.
Yeah.
The old joke at Tala called it garbage time.
Garbage time.
Kung ano-anong pinagkukwento na namin pag ganito.
Ganun talaga eh. Kasi the outcome has been decided. Oh, look at that. May mga quick pass pa si Aguilar. May assist pa siya ngayon.
May 2 points na. Yun na nga, 3 points ito. Dami na rin ito ah.
Vosotros passing to Barilla. Barilla nowhere to go. Will spin in the paint. The hook won't drop. Mike Nieto still fighting for it underneath. Couple of fakes. Tapos nag-draw pa sana ng foul. Hindi lang pumito yung referee. Then Mike Nieto, 4 points already.
Hindi umaayaw yan eh.
Pero hindi na bumaba sa below 20 yung lamang na ito eh. Nung mula nang umakyat ng halftime. This is an end-to-end, wire-to-wire victory para sa
ito kumbaga sa
BGK.
Oops, hindi na tinawag yung offensive foul doon or flop or whatever. Pero mukhang sinalyan ni Mike eh.
Mike checking himself to see if all his parts are in place bago siya tumayo. Watch this.
Remember, he's coming off an injury kaya hindi nakakalaro ito sa Converge. Ayan, madiin kasi yung knee sa likod ng likod niya.
Yun yung mga delikadong bagsak. Almon Vosotros gusto sana nilang malibre sa tres because he's a gunner from there. Aurin, hihirit pa ba? Last 2 minutes na po tayo. There, they get him free.
Libre.
And of course, that's money for Almon Vosotros.
May saludo pa eh.
Yan naman talaga ang expertise naman yan. Especially in the 3x3 realm.
Yan, 19 na. Bumaba ng 20.
Finally. But too late the hero for TNT as Ginebra really just dominated them.
Completely.
And early, Doc.
Yeah,
diba?
Completely.
Pipilitin ni Jeremiah. Ralph Ku naka-offensive rebound pa.
That's been the story for Barangay Ginebra, the offensive rebounding.
Yung mga reserve na nga naglalaro, Doc, ganun pa rin resulta.
Ito na naman, 4 pa yata ito.
Hanmisi, another offensive rebound. And that's been the story again and again and again. Ku, tapos Hanmisi, Abarientos kick out kay Hanmisi. Sineta pa niya. Hindi lang na-shoot ni Mav.
Lay-up na yung para kay Abarientos eh. Giving his teammates a shot.
Vosotros again.
Favorite shot.
Oh, it looked like it was good, huh? That's a miss. We're in the last minute of this game, which Ginebra will win. They're gonna move up to 7 and 3. Oh.
Yes, katabla na nila yung Magnolia.
Right.
Tinalo ba nila yun? Baka mamaya mailubog pa nila yun.
Alin, yung
Magnolia.
Oh, Magnolia, last week tayo, di ba? Tinalo ng Ginebra 85-81.
So medyo doon advantage na sila.
Barilla, umatake naman. Final score na lang inaantay natin dito.
The jinx continues.
Naku, agaw pa sana si Aurin. And Mavericks, sige na nga, pulutin ko na.
Hindi na titira yan.
They actually still can, but I don't know if Coach Tim will allow them.
Hindi na titira yan. They'll run out there on shot clock. Pero may matitira ang konti. Tumira!
Oh.
Si Aguilar kasi, sayang ito.
Why not, di ba? And a miss at the buzzer. And it's a 19-point victory. Ginebra gets the victory. Here at the NAS, moves up to 7-3. Bagsak sa 6-4 ang TNT. And it was a very, very dominating performance mula sa Ginebra from the get-go. 13-0, remember ang start. Took it all the way to the end. 20 points, 14 rebounds, 9 of 13 from the field for Japet Aguilar, Doc.
Partner, you remember that. So he started the fire.
Yep.
Kaya tuloy-tuloy na sila from there. Everybody just got into the picture.
He led the way, and the rest of the team followed suit. Coach Tim's guys get the victory here on this PBA Sunday. Kanina nanalo ang Blackwater sa Terra Firma 97-82.
Ba? 97 rin?
Oo nga, parehong 97 pala yung winning score. Wednesday dito rin sa same venue, NLEX Northport. San Miguel converge ang ating mga laban. Please join us then. Watch us here on RPTV if you can't be here at the venue. And so that does it. For Dr. J, Andy Howe, for Bel Gregorio, and the rest of our crew for Game 2 sa araw na ito. Charlie Buna po nagpapaalam na thank you for joining us here on RPTV.
Tuloy sa kampyonato, sama-sama tayo, manlalaro, tapisyonado. Ang taglaban, everybody let's jam. Can't stop, level up, game plan, here we go. Ang taglaban, everybody let's jam. Can't stop, level up, game plan, here we go. Ang taglaban, PBA. Can't stop, level up, game plan, here we go. Ang taglaban. Ang taglaban, ha? Let's get it! Araw-araw nating tunggali lahat na ng pagsubok. Ikot manay o gadi, uurong subo lang ng subo. Hanggang mapitika, liga ng ating bandila. Di paggigiba, pag mag-iba man ng dikta nitong digma. Ang tatag ng ating puwersa, puso pa rin ang pruweba. Todo ang suporta, flex mo tol, bilog ang bola. Nakatatak ang iyong etiketa, nakalapag sa likod ng atleta. Numero pero dala ang bandera, diretso sa bupa ang buwelta.
Congratulations, gentlemen. Coach Tim, given how the final series played out, people expected this game to go down to the wire. But what sort of expectations did you set when talking to the team? And how did you take away the strengths of TNT to stay in control throughout the game?
Well, I just don't think we make too big of a deal out of this game. It's an elimination game. They're coming off a 6-game winning streak. They played day before yesterday. I just don't think they were, just not that ready for our intensity tonight. Obviously, we've been off for a week. We've been playing on this game all week, and it was a big game in terms of standings and top four. I think you just have to really appreciate the 6-game winning streak they came after starting the conference slow with 3 losses, and they're right in the fight. And we knew that, and I just think that we came out with some real ferociousness to start the game, and just were able to carry it through. But there were some mitigating instances or circumstances that allowed us to get a game like this in tonight. But at this point of the conference, when you're battling for that Final Four spot, you'll take any advantage you can get.
Thank you so much, Coach Tim. Japet, sabi nga ni Coach Tim, TNT is just coming off a game from a day earlier. How different was TNT tonight, and what were the advantages that you were able to milk personally from this game?
To be really honest, nag-focus lang talaga kami sa sarili namin. Nag-focus kami sa team. Alam namin na they're coming off a 6 winning streak. But then again, we just focus on ourselves because we can still control our standing, our destiny.
Yeah, fighting top 4.
Yeah. So in any upcoming games, parang same mentality. We just really want to focus on our on our identity, our offense, our defense. So, looking ahead, ganun pa rin yung mindset namin. So, yun.
Was a matchup from the two teams that are usually contenders in this league, but a fast start from Barangay Ginebra. 13-0 after that Japet Aguilar layup, and they just really laid the table, Doc, on how it was going to be the rest of the way.
Usually a game like this not over, even with that kind of a start. But they never let up. They displayed that intensity both on offense and defense, and that killed the spirit of TNT.
And look at that, Troy Rosario hits the deck.
Yeah, that one was a bad foul.
Thrown out ito si Brandon Ganuelas Roser for hitting him. And then, after that, tuloy-tuloy pa rin pag-atake. As Malonzo finishing on the break, they led in practically every statistical category. Fast breaks, perimeter points, you name it. Ginebra took a 30-11 lead after just one quarter, and they added on to it in the second quarter. Tuloy-tuloy ang kanilang pagkamada. Outside shot from Barangay Ginebra, even if Heading was trying to do.
Sagot kagad.
Yeah, exactly. Ganyan, boom. Diba? And then Japet, of course, brilliance throughout the game.
Yeah. Yeah, Japet played a fantastic game. He had 14 rebounds besides his points. And he shot 69% from the field in this ball game.
Alley-oop ang nangyari dyan. Tuwan-tuwa yung mga fans. That kind of spectacular play, which Japet Aguilar has come to do on a regular basis. Halftime score was 54-27. Double up na score. Third quarter, pasok tayo. Troy Rosario, despite the early hit, looked focused as he hit a three-pointer from the top of the key. TNT had little stretches, Doc, na they tried to come back.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen until the third quarter, and this was because of the tremendous shooting, not only of Kabutin, but eventually later on, si Calvin Octana. Kundi, Pugoy was really a missing factor tonight.
That's right. Octana actually hit 9 straight points at one stretch of that third quarter, but it's really not enough because these are things that Ginebra was doing, just easy baskets para sa kanila, whether open threes or shots at the basket. Down to 24 and lamang at the half, but Ginebra still firmly in control. And in the fourth quarter, more or less, palitan ng basket na lang.
Yeah, here it was already game over. And, Rosario continues to pour it on while Aurin finally gets something going for himself. But he was also missing the whole first three quarters.
That's right. Tontuwa yung mga fans ay pinasok na ang crowd favorite na si Raymond Aguilar a little later on. And Raymond Aguilar rolling to the hoop, getting a basket. He actually got 2 before this game ended. And just for the cherry on top of all of that.
May assist pa.
That's right. RJ Abarientos hits the outside shot. And that was all she wrote. Reserves came into the game to finish it off. And that was it. Ginebra gets the victory, 97-78.
Umangat pa ang mga bida sa gilas ng dingas, pero sa silangan lalong umangas, lalong tumalas ang pinuhunang katas ng pangarap. Lagpas sa lapaap, abante, diskarte, di bale, walang pake sa maaarte, tuloy lang at kampante, hinto lang ang diskarte, bumubulusok, umuusok, tumutusok at tagos sa bawat sulok. Mabangis kumikinang ang lahat nahihibang, nagliliyap, nagniningning, parang pinagtagpong hilig. Bawat upunan, merong hamunan, laban kung laban sa bayanan, isang bansa, isang bansak. Sama-sama tayo.
Filipinas Live.
Pilipinas Live is the home of